Morning all, and welcome to Slovenia, more specifically the Soča Valley, which I think is one of the nicest places I've ever been, as I said at the end of the last video. It reminds me an awful lot of the South Island of New Zealand, which I didn't think I'd ever say about anywhere, to be honest, let alone somewhere in Europe. So this will not be the last time I'm ever here, hopefully. Yeah, I know I'm using a tripod and I've made videos about how I hate using tripods, but sometimes you need them. They're a necessary evil. Tripod's going away now. Okay, packed, showered and breakfasted. We've had breakfast and now we're about to leave. We're going to head for the Vršič Pass. I don't know what to call this video, to be honest. In my head, this was going to be X number of hours in Slovenia. But actually, I filmed the first few hours and included that on the last video. And now this morning, all I've done is have a wander by the river, had a shower, and now we're off towards Austria. So who knows what I'll call it. I don't know how much video is going to be included from the next couple of hours, because one of the reasons I'm here is to help Andrew get stills of the van. And the Vršič, however you say it, that pass, I think is going to be the pinnacle of opportunity for stills based on what Andrew said from what he saw on the way down. So I want to concentrate on stills, and unless I've really messed up, you'll see some of those now. I mean, did you seriously think I wasn't going to take photos of sheep just because I wasn't in Wales? No, no. When I see sheep, I take photos of sheep, as you know. Also, now fast forward a couple of weeks, I'm currently in Cornwall, beautiful part of the world, and I'm here for a couple of good friends who are getting married today. So I'm just out getting some morning shots. Anyway, back to the video. Right, well, as you've seen, we've actually done quite a lot in Slovenia. As you've also probably seen from the number of pictures I've taken, I haven't had any time to vlog, but I did think that was going to be the case, as I said this morning. A few challenges, as you've probably also been able to tell from the pictures. The height of the sun, the lack of cloud, and also the fact that the van that we're trying to photograph is grey, as is a lot of the branding on it, which, yeah, comes with its own challenges. I reckon I'm going to have to come back here for 2-3 weeks to do this place justice, and I won't hesitate in doing so. It's amazing. But for the time being and this afternoon, it's now on to Austria, and hopefully a drone flight or two. I tried to give the Mavic Air a run out yesterday afternoon, but wouldn't take off. I think it's completely illegal in Slovenia, and well, as a complete newbie, I don't really want to break the rules. So yeah, hopefully some drone flights in a bit. It's the next morning. Nothing really happened after I filmed that last clip yesterday. I mean, we drove into Austria, sure, but the roads were actually a little bit boring compared to what we'd just seen before, and I think I saw too much good stuff yesterday to appreciate it, so I just didn't feel like picking up the camera. And when we got here, all I did was have a nap, took a couple of sunset snaps, and edited the photos that you saw yesterday. So, yeah, there's a swan that's freaking me out. Now, we got most of the work that we needed to do done yesterday, and as a result, today we're going to a place that I have wanted to visit and photograph for years. I don't think it's going to be ideal conditions for photographing. We can't stick around for sunset, we're on quite a tight time schedule, but at the very least as a recce, I think it'll be awesome. I'm really looking forward to it, and as I say, the aim will be to take you along for a bit more of the journey than I managed yesterday. Yes! Right, stopped off at the side of the road somewhere in Austria, don't know where, and we've stopped because this motorway bridge behind us, don't know if you can see it, we've opted not to go on that, and we're taking the slower road, which is down in this valley, in order to try and get interesting shots. And since this is an interesting shot, we thought we'd stop and Andrew's just going to drive the van down the road and I'm going to try and get a shot of it. As you can probably tell, the light's not brilliant again. Super high sun, not really any cloud in the shot for detail or interest or anything, so I don't quite know how it'll turn out. But with these things, you don't know if you don't try, so gonna try. F4, ISO 200, underexposed by about 2/3 of a stop. See what we get. Quick stop for lunch in the ski town of Obertauern. Obertauern? Is that how you say it, Austrians? And it looks like people are still trying their hardest to ski, which I don't know how much success they're finding. Or snow. Have to be careful here, otherwise I will stack it. Also, based on replies from my Instagram stories, it looks like quite a few of you are Austrian or Slovenian, and you've been asking if we could do meetups and stuff. And there's not been time on this trip, unfortunately, but I will definitely be coming back. So next time, yes. Right, fast forward about 2 hours, and we've got to the place that I really want to take a photo, but we're just waiting for the light. And also we turned up on the day that the half marathon's going. So there's just cars and people everywhere and we can't find a parking space. So we're gonna wait a couple of hours, and in the meantime, what I thought I'd do is yes! And the award for the least interesting drone footage goes to... It keeps losing signal, so I got a bit scared and brought it back down. I shouldn't have even mentioned the drone in the first place, I don't... Never mind. Let's go and get this photo, shall we? I'll come back in the morning. Yeah, hay fever's back. Never mind. Could somebody please explain to me what all these fake weddings in Halstatt are all about? I mean, I don't know if they're fake, it's just that I've been here less than 12 hours and I've seen 6 wedding shoots with no other signs of a wedding. It's not a problem, I just want to know how happy I need to be for them. So, a bit confusing. Oh, also that shot that I've just been taking, the classic shot of the village, I thought that was a bit more unique than it actually is. I didn't realise what a tourist spot this is. I thought I'd found a nice little village on Instagram. No, everybody knows about this. Also, elephant in the room, I obviously used a tripod for that classic shot back there because, well, I rocked up in the dark, and if the edit's going to go how I think it's going to go, I'm going to use lots of different exposures and pictures to get the exact exposure in the areas of the photo that I think need the... I'll do an entire video about that edit because I think it'll be... it's not particularly complex, but there's a few stages to it and I think it'll be interesting to some people, hopefully. But yeah, I did use a tripod for that. Not that I particularly enjoyed it. Fast forward a couple of hours, we are in the 5th country in about 5 days, something like that. And I mean, I love Germany, but not today, because this signifies the end of the trip for me. I've got a flight in a few hours from Munich. Andrew, on the other hand, is staying for a couple more days in this glorious sunshine. Sandwich for lunch. How have you found the trip?
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Loved Croatia, loved Slovenia, loved Austria. Do you know what? I quite enjoyed your company as well.
Oh, thank you.
Quite well house trained. Yeah, and
did the dishes and stuff? Oh, yeah. Good. So I think I did mention in the last video that Andrew took a week to 10 days before I even turned up in Croatia to go down to Croatia from Munich, and he vlogged the whole thing. So if you've enjoyed these videos, go and check those out. He's also been vlogging since I've been out on the trip. So yeah, plenty more content over on his channel, which I'll link below if you're interested. So yeah, time to get to the airport. That last image, the one in Halstatt, the colourful one, the next video I think will be how I edited that, because I think it does make sense to do a video on that. I think it'd be useful to some of you, hopefully. More useful than this video and the last video I've been. I mean, I hope you've enjoyed them, but if I was being critical of them, I don't think they've been hugely useful from a photography standpoint. So I think in future, I'll try and incorporate more talk about how I'm compositing and what I'm thinking when I'm taking images and what my settings are and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Anyway, in the meantime, I'm going to sell that image as a print. So I'm going to do exactly what I did last time. So there'll be 50 A3s, 50 A4s, and for the first week after this video goes live, those prints are going to be half price. Details in the description below, or a link in the description below. And then after that week, if there are any left, they'll go back to full price. It seemed to work quite well last time. Hopefully it works as well this time. Yeah, thank you very much for your support. I'm going to go for a pre-wedding surf now, which I'm quite excited about. I haven't surfed since I was in Australia. It's very pretty here and it's very nice in the sun, but the water is 11 degrees. I mean, I don't think my feet are going to thank me. I think I might be crawling to the wedding later. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.